Lauren's with us in Richmond, Virginia. Hi, Lauren. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thank you so much for taking my call. God bless you. I love what you do.
Thank you. Love what you do. Well, how can we help?
We are a happily married couple, 25 years, just about to be empty nesters. And we feel like we have missed the financial boat, so to speak. We started out ready to invest around 2001 when the tech crash happened. And so we didn't invest in the stock market and things like that because we were concerned. We were just saved up enough money and were getting ready to invest when the 2008 real estate crash happened. And again, we pulled back and did not invest. So we just stayed put and we just kept saving. And now all we hear is cash is trash and the American dollar is in trouble. And we feel like we have missed the boat, and we're concerned now that maybe we missed a way to help us retire.
How much do you have in savings?
$2 million.
Okay, I'm absolutely amazed. And so all of this money is just money you put in there because you've never really made any money on your money.
No, we've hardly made any. We have self-laddered CDs and done some bonds, but
basically your rates of return have sucked, and you still got to $2 million. And you're still afraid
to invest? Yes.
Okay, but you have $2 million. So how did you miss the boat?
Yeah.
How big a boat were you wanting to get on?
I was going to say, that's a great boat.
Okay. But we don't know, now that our kids' stuff has been paid for, college and things like that, we just never took any time to do anything or plan for us as much as just keep our head down and work hard. And now we picked our head up and
but what boat did you miss? You missed out on a bunch of returns that you could have had $4 or $6 million instead of $2 million, but you still have $2 million. So I don't think we can really cry a river here.
Okay, but when you say $4 or $6 million, that makes me really sad. But there's no way to fix the past.
No, all you can do is think about the future. Okay, so let me parrot back to you what you said to me.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you got up the courage to invest, you found a negative story somewhere that caused you to not do it. Fear.
Yes. Yes.
And now your new fear is the American dollar is going to pot. That's your latest one.
Yes.
That's your latest one.
Yes.
And have you noticed that your other two fears didn't come true?
Yes. I don't like roller coasters. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, but the roller coaster, even with the roller coaster, you wouldn't have lost all your money. You would not have been broke and homeless. That the 2008 real estate crash actually had in the stock market crash, it came back and, it went all the way down to 6,300 and it's at 30,000 Dow today. And so, you missed out on all of that. Yeah, it's a ride, but, you're going to either not have, if you had ridden the roller coaster, you might have had $8 million.
Yep.
And so even if the roller coaster screws up, it's got to really screw up to end up with nothing. You follow?
Yes.
And so I don't think that I personally am not of the belief that America is coming to an end. She's got her problems. We have a whole truckload of idiots in both sides of the aisle in D.C., and thank God it is not up to them. It's up to people like you and me out here that actually get things done as to how this nation runs and whether this nation works and whether we learn to treat each other with some respect out here. And so, there's all this craziness on the news cycle is it's just nutty everywhere. So, but all of that said, I don't think that, I'm 60, I'm older than you, and I have 100% of my retirement in mutual funds, and a whole bunch of our wealth, more than that, in real estate that I paid cash for, because I think in both cases they are going to go up in value dramatically more than CDs will go up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are they going to go straight up? No, they go up and they go down, and they go up and they go down. And can you stand the ride? So let me give you an exercise or two, okay? Because here's the thing.
Okay.
There's two kinds of fear. There's fear that keeps you from touching a hot stove or playing in traffic, because those things will get you hurt. That's good fear. It protects you. The other fear is false evidence appearing real.
Okay.
And that's the fear you've been operating on. And I know that because, for instance, if you will pull up, just go visit with one of our SmartVestor pros and ask them to show you some examples. Don't buy anything. Just go over there and start to learn. Ask them to show you examples of, during these very volatile times, what did mutual fund A, mutual fund B, and mutual fund C do? And follow what they did and say, okay, had I invested in that through what I feel like were very turbulent times, I don't like roller coasters. Quote, here's the roller coaster ride I would have signed up for. I think you perceive it to be the world's tallest coaster, and you're going to go, oh, that's kind of like the kiddie park. When you actually look at the actual history and the actual math. Listen, I don't like starting over. I went broke. I don't want to start over. So I'm not investing in stuff that's high risk either. I don't like extreme volatility. I don't like high risk. I don't personally invest in any of those kinds of things. So I don't have money in Bitcoin. I don't play the roulette wheel in Vegas. I don't run up a bunch of debt trying to make money. I do very low risk stuff. And so I think you need to learn about the historical data on some actual real mutual funds, and you will be amazed at how much less the risk was than your emotions are perceiving it. And I think that'll help set you free. Because here's the deal. You're going to be fine. You got $2 million. You're going to be fine. Congratulations. You're amazing. That was an amazing task that you've accomplished. But if you keep in mind this, if it's invested at 10% rate of return instead of 1%, it's going to double every 7 years. So when you're 64, you're going to have go 2 to 4 to 8. Oh, and when you're 71, it's 16. If it's at 1%, it's not even going to go up $1 million between now and 71. So you're either going to have 2 million or 16 million between now and early 70s, depending on how much you're willing to learn. And if you learn to drive a car, then driving a car is not scary. But otherwise, they make loud noises, and people honk the horns on them, and the wheels screech, and they're really scary until you learn how to drive them.